Hello and welcome to David Hall's. Today I am doing an unboxing of sorts and a review of the Warhammer Conquest magazine subscription. Now, if you're a fan of Warhammer, you'll know that recently they have been trying to make it more accessible to new audiences because it is a very expensive hobby. And I used to do Warhammer, I used to do 40k and fantasy before it became Age of Sigmar, although I think I do have a couple of Age of Sigmar sets, but you know, it's a very expensive hobby and I had to stop doing it because of the cost of the hobby, although they have just released a Lord of the Rings Pelennor Field set and I just need to get it. But apart from that, they've brought out this magazine subscription and the first issue was $1.99, which I did buy in the shops, and it came with 3 models and 3 paints, and I thought it was actually pretty good. The normal price of the magazine is $7.99, but if you subscribe, you can get a premium subscription, which means later down the line you get extra free gifts. And if you subscribe, you obviously get some free gifts. So this is my first package from Conquest. I was pretty quick. I only subscribed a couple of weeks ago. They haven't even billed me yet, and they've sent out the first package. So it is pretty efficient. I think this contains the first 3 issues. I'm not entirely sure, but they're weekly. So we'll dig on in and we'll see, you know, what we have. So first off, we have our first set of free gifts for subscribing. You get a tub of Citadel plastic glue, which isn't bad. It's usually about $4 in Games Workshop. Now these I don't really like. This was just it's obviously a file for modelling, but it was just kind of sitting in there. It wasn't in any kind of case. I know that it's obviously a free gift, but still there could have been a little bit more. It just looks cheap and plastic, and well, not plastic, metal, but it just looks cheap. So not happy with that, but it was a free gift. Another thing is the modelling tweezer things. I really don't know the official name for them. They're a lot smaller than the ones I use, but actually that could be a blessing in disguise. So they are a kind of cheaper made one, but because they're smaller, they might help for smaller models, like the ones you will be getting in Conquest. So here we have, so it's just the first 2 issues, and then the premium subscription modelling kits. It's not, well, these aren't just for premium, these are just for any subscription. You will get these. So it's the first 3 free gifts, and I think it said in the back of one of these, so you get a free issue. This could actually be my free issue, which is why I'm getting it at the same time. But you get a painting handle as time goes on. Do you know, in the picture here, it shows that this has the Citadel logo on it, which it doesn't actually. Don't know if that's a manufacturing fault or they were just lazy. But yeah, you get the painting handle, which is something I've wanted for a while. I think it is about 10 quid, so it's a lot of money, but you know, as you can see there, it actually does let you hold your models without getting paint. It's good for doing the bases and stuff, because you get covered in paint. So yeah, the glue, the clippers. I mean, I'm happy with the glue as a free gift because you can never have too much modelling glue, plastic glue, sorry. So you get a base layer and dry brushes later on, which is also good because they're like 4 quid a piece. A Space Marine Chapters poster, it's pretty cool, and a binder and divider to put the magazines in. So that's not bad at all. So the first issue, which you may have seen in shops, I do already have this, but something like this. The magazine obviously is, you know, I've got, but the actual models and paints, it doesn't have to have spares. So you get a fine brush and 3 paints. You get Macraga Blue, Abaddon Black, and I can't really see what that one is, but it's pretty good. And then obviously you get 3 Space Marines, which is also pretty good. And then I can't tell if that's the Death Guard, right? Cool. That one's actually open, so we'll pull that out. Right here we get because you don't actually get the bases for the Space Marine. I don't think. Oh no, you do. Sorry, you do. So yeah, in this one we get the base colour for the Death Guard, and which it's a bit pointless because they're already sort of, that's what they're doing with models now. If you just want to kind of model them and not paint them and then just go and battle, you can, which I don't really like because it takes the creativity out of it. Pardon me, but it makes you not look like an idiot when you go to battle and somebody's a master painter and you're quite shite. But it also comes with dice, which again, they're just the basic dice. I do have a proper official Warhammer dice set. So I mean, it's good for beginners, or the reason I'm doing it just to get the paints. It will work out more expensive in the end. That is the only thing with any kind of magazine subscription like this. But it's a much more, I think, affordable way. If you don't have a lot of money up front, you can pay, you know, say I think it's like £10 a month. Is it £10 a month? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like £10 a month or something. No, £10 a week, £40 a month. No, that's not right. No, yeah, £10 a month. Sorry, it's £10 a month, and yeah, you get your magazines, which is pretty good, and your models. So it lets you keep up to date with Warhammer, and you know, it's just, even if you've never done Warhammer before, it's a good sort of cheap hobby, I would say. Again, it does work out more expensive, and I would recommend subscribing only so you get the plastic glue and the tweezers. But you know, everything else, I would say you're better just getting it in the shop, because other free gifts aren't that great. But yeah, what I'll probably do is do an unboxing of every month's one. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the subscription yet or not. I need to see how it goes, because I mean, the first issue is obviously pretty great, and then the second issue is more kind of like, probably focus more on the models in this one. And I have heard that in later issues, so you only get the base paint here, which is a bit of a con, because what they do is they give you the base paint, so they let you paint all of your first models, and then they give you the base paint for this one, and then in later issues, like maybe like 10 issues down the line, you'll get the rest of the paints to finish painting these, which I don't like, because I like to finish my projects before I move on to my next ones. But it is what it is. I'll give it a go. If my next if my next month's subscription isn't as good, I might cancel it, but if not, I'll do another unboxing and review. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to upload fairly often. I've been doing some hauls, I've been doing some general talking shite, and I've just been in this unboxing stuff. So that's probably what the content of the channel is going to be: unboxings, hauls, and just general mishmash that comes to my brain. So yeah, if you liked it, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.